Hello everyone! Oh my god, I'm so excited for this video. So I'll present myself and I'll present this project. We're starting something new today. My name's Mar. I'm the founder of an animation and comic studio. I'm in Tokyo. I'm actually Spanish, but I've been living here for like 6 years and so. And I'm very happy because we're starting our third client project. Well, this is more like a collaboration project for this year, and we'll be designing the characters for the animation. So let me show you a bit. I already started before in a previous live stream and on my own, but there's still a lot to do. We have this lady and this guy. This video, as always, I'll be just chatting around with you about more like any other topic. But if you have questions about animation, about what I'm doing, the software, things like that, just go ahead. Who's Katana and Muzzle Flash? Hello, nice to see you around here. About the 5 minutes, I always add it because when I put the uh, online live stream, I need to still check a bit of things. But yeah, don't worry. Normally, my waiting times are shorter, and just in case. So I'm glad. I see you've been waiting for a while. Thank you so much. I don't think I'm missing to present anything specific, so just feel super welcome to chat or just like stay around listening. I don't have music for this live stream because basically I just allow you to have anything. Also, I just changed my mic because before we used to have this issue that my mic was low. I was using the webcam one, and now I'm using like a headset thing that I sort of got from my husband actually. He got it from himself. He borrowed it to me, and in the end, I'm using it, and he insists it's fine anyway. Right now, he's not home. I'm using it. I hope the audio is fine. Please let me know because I'm checking the audio line in my software like for live streaming, and it seems to go to red often. So maybe I'm very loud. Hello, Xenis. Nice to see you here. Hello, Meows. I saw you on the Spanish stream for a moment. It was nice. So let's do this, guys. So for the new project, um, I can share a bit more than before, but still, I will not show like final things. For that, you will have to go through our like our collaborators channel like in the end. But I can show parts of it of how I created. I'll spend like most of the week when I have time to animate. I do it for this project, and then on every Wednesday, at least on Wednesdays, I'll have these live streams where you will see me if well, this time I'm designing characters. Next week, maybe I'm doing a layout or directly animating. Maybe I'm correcting animations from someone else. We'll see. We just started this week with this project, so it's quite new. Actually, on Sunday, when I still didn't know if we would do it for sure or not, I was like designing the character. I used to pull from my head what we would have. And then today in the Spanish stream, I've been like working a bit more on the style I actually want to go for and improving like the proportions and everything. Like this was like, okay, I have like an hour and a bit and let's just put it out. And here's like, okay, this hand doesn't make sense. The colors here are too saturated, blah, blah, blah. So let's hide that. That didn't happen. Okay, Jason Ackerman, can I ask you anything random question related to animation? Yeah, of course. It sounds louder. Good. I mean, it sounds louder. I hope this is fine. Like, if it sounds like it's like you're getting me, like you have, like it sounds fine, or does it sound like I will explode your ears? Okay, louder is better. Good, good. So I'll try to get these headphones. I just tried this before because in the Spanish stream, like a couple hours ago, we had this issue. So hopefully I will not run out of battery. We'll see that. Um, Less clearer. Okay. Still, we can have votes. Like, do you like people in the chat? Just let me know. Do you like better this mic or the one I had previously? For the ones that are usually in my streams, I just try after setting up what I wanted to. Just let me know. In the last stream, I just added colors mostly to like compare and see with the one previous, like for the taking them from the previous design, but it's not set yet. And also these colors will technically change because in the animation the scene will happen in different times of the day. So these would be like colors of her, like in a daylight, midday-ish, or maybe inside the room, or general light. Uh, Elena, hello. How's your day going? It's going well, thank you. Actually, I'm so energetic. Last week I was a bit sick, so I still was like, meh. But now that we have a new project in hands, I'm designing characters, which I love, and we're having this live stream. I'm very well, thank you. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing? Also, I can't remember what it's like before. Okay, let me do a test. Let me do a test. So this is the new mic, okay. With the old mic, it sounds like this. This is the microphone from the webcam. So do you rather this microphone or this is the new one? This is the headphones. Which one do you rather the better? We're just making a mic test for a moment. Prefer the old one, okay? So we have one vote for the old one. I'll go to your question soon, Ackerman, and also who's Katana also. Wait. Mark, can you make 80 anime episodes? You mean like anime with the style of the 80s? Or 80, like 10 times, like 8, 10 times episodes of like content? Like, please, can you clarify the question? I don't know how Makoto Shinkai animated 2D drawing like 3D animation in his short movie Garden of Words. Um, Maybe he actually used some 3D software and then textures. I'm not sure. Like it depends on the area. Like mostly it's 2D, but it's not odd that very skillfully you can add still like 3D. Otherwise, that's a lot of head and skills. 80 episodes. This one is because we can hear you more. Okay, so far we're getting. Okay, so Muzzle Flash Meows prefer the old microphone. Whose Katana prefers this one. So we have anyone else? Otherwise, I may go back to the old microphone. About 80 episodes. Well, it depends on the budget and how much time do I have, but I wouldn't strive for 80 episodes like just at once. I would have to make sure that the project is viable. Like, does it make sense? It's something that we want to do because 80 episodes will take a lot of time. Is that do you want to spend months and years doing this? So technically yes, but it would take considerate amount of time, and that also requires a good decision. Like to think a lot about the decision. Ooh, today we're really having like a very active chat. I love it. Okay, so I think with this girl, do we want to keep her like this? I will just turn her for a moment to correct some things, and then most likely we'll go design the guide. Or we will check the profile side from the girl. Let me think. Transform, horizontal. Okay. Ooh, yeah. I was thinking about that hair. And the skirt also doesn't make much sense. The fit makes sense. Okay, so let me. I don't think we need these lines here. Not very concerned about the color because, again, this is more like as a reference. I think. Yeah, I think that this is very high. Let me lower the color so I can focus on the ink changes. Why is this line like separate? Oh, I see. Okay. Anyway. Just need to move forward just a bit, you know. After all, we're still working. Just a bit. I'm not changing it too much. I'll check the chat in a moment. Okay. Hello, Mav. How are you doing? Jay, hello. Hi, I found you through How I'm First podcast. Really love your art. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the stream as well. So basically today we are designing characters for the next project I'm doing. I'm collaborating with a client, with one of my friends actually, the entrepreneur friend. You have his channel on the description of this video actually. We'll do a music video-ish. We'll see. I mean, technically, yeah, it's a music video. And now I'm correcting with the character. So basically, I cannot start animating until I have the backgrounds released. So I already sent the first background layout to the background artist. And meanwhile, I'm finalizing the character design. Yeah, this looks much better. Looks so much better. And the red is actually fine. I mean, of course, I will like improve some details when actually making the animation. Yeah, I'd say that maybe this is too high, so it's too big. Okay, the color. Yeah, it's a considerable amount of chapters. Like, does the story actually fit? Because actually, one of the values we have in this studio is that all the stories have an end, like an end that we know from the beginning, or like a direction. Let's say, like for example, Naruto wants to become a Hokage, you know the end, but instead of like just adding adventure, adventure, adventure in the middle, we actually say like, okay, the character will go from this state, he or she will learn this, he will have this many obstacles, and the end is that one, and then every scene leads to that end and something cohesive. So thinking that for like 80 chapters to make like perfect sense, that's a lot. Actually, my goal is more on making movies, to be honest, which it's not exactly easier, depending on how you take it. And then I'm actually doing homework. I was about to give up and I saw your stream and I thought, and I felt motivated. Oh, that's so thank you. I'm so happy. So good luck with it. Good luck. You can do this. Yes, I think the new mic makes noise when you speak loudly. Could be. Could be. Let me wait. Does it does it sound better like this? Does this mic sound better like this? I lower the volume so I don't peak as often. So let me know if this is clear. What would you recommend? Clip Studio or Photoshop, depending on what you want. If it's for digital illustration and photo manipulation, I would say Photoshop, but Clip Studio for animating for sure. So Flash, the lady is super cute, isn't she? I love her. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh, look at this lady. These eyes. Oh my god. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Every time I look at that, by the way, I'm actually looking. Take it as I'm looking at you because that's where the chat is. 100% clip still skills. 100 communication. Wait, something just happened. I think someone subscribed? Reynard61. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, like if you wanna be notified of new videos, new live streams. Lately I'm doing mostly live streams, but you also like sometimes edit questions from a license, for example, and I add like extra information. So for example, tomorrow we're having a new video coming out that's from a old live stream, but I'm like putting together some things. The audio is alright like this. Perfect, perfect. Oh, I'm so happy. Good. So, this is the lady. I think we'll consider her done at least for now. As I said, I'm waiting for the background artist to paint the background so we can animate inside because in this case we'll have one main scene, one background, and then things happen in it. So once I see the background and the colors on the background, I'll have to change her. Maybe it's like, oh my God, if the skirt is this like turquoise blue or like grayish blue, maybe it doesn't like stand out enough. So I will have to change some things, but especially for design, that's something I wanted to set, and proportions. It's something I wanted to set today. So let's go for the guy. No, let's go for the profile of the girl. Please bear with me. Sometimes like going with the chat and at the same time um talking with the chat and drawing and working can get a bit confusing. So this is from the front. By the way, if you're curious about how I got to this point, you can see a bit more of how I created her and injured her from here, from the last, from the Spanish channel, especially if you speak Spanish. Otherwise, you can just like go to the Spanish channel I also have, and I mean just like fast forward and see how I did it. Jay asks, could you do Disney style traditional animation? If I do a lot of effort, I guess so. I'm more used to animating anime in the anime style, which is also less drawings. I've animated by hand as well, but I guess like with the right effort and practice, I could get something, if not like that, very close. Hope. Okay, so let's go for the side. Side. Okay, so something important, wait, here, is that let's take out the color right now. She has very complex hair actually. See, like I have like the drawings of how her hair works. I just had to simplify it because it's a short project and we don't have time for a very complex animation. So now by seeing the sketch, I will animate the side. She looks more beautiful when you just add the sketch. I know, but we just cannot animate that. Okay, so let me put a bit more of guidelines, straight line, whatever. So the head goes. Mm, wait, didn't we have a? I want to see the head because we had this head somewhere. I don't know. Nope. Okay, I don't have the. I had the top of the head somewhere. Anyway, I have invented. Oh, excuse me. Just had my lunch. So I am full of energy, but also could get sleepy. Does it make sense? Yeah, digestion going on and so on. It's so hot outside today. So hot. Like at least from my what I'm used to, it's 35 to 36 degrees Celsius, and that's tough. It's right up. Okay, so this will be the proportions. I'm trying to like draw these lines to make things clear, but actually I don't think I'll work with her in the. Just trying to make sure that looking to the side, she still looks cute with these proportions because she'll turn the head, but for the body, because I will do the key animations, I just figure it out when I have to animate actually. Okay, actually let me just draw it above her. So we'd say the head, she has a very big head. That's a very big head. Girl. Okay. Ah! Sorry, I'll focus a bit. Oh my God, so many questions. Lovely, lovely. Oh, actually it's the same. Probably new mic is too close to your mouth. Could be, could be. Actually, this mic, as you see, it doesn't go inside my ear. It goes like by vibration. So maybe it's very sensitive to that. Ramon, hello. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? Yes. I think the nose is too low. We'll see. So I'm just, if she's respecting these proportions, she's like this. As you see, She's a monster. No, she's. I mean, I knew she was looked like a doll, but this is too much. So yeah, we'll have to maybe put the nose. Let me fix it from the profile. The client actually requests, like, I keep saying client, but it's more a collaboration, but anyway. He requested an anime style, so I don't want to go too far from that. Actually, that's fine. When you fix, yes, but I would put the nose here. That's why we may need to fix the character in the front drawing as well. So makes it safe. Let's say. No, no. This the mic is telling me to 充電してください. It's telling me to charge the battery. Ah, let's see. Hopefully we'll just not stop. Otherwise, tell me in the chat. We'll just keep it as long as we can, and then we'll go to the webcam one. Yeah, for new viewers, we're just trying a new microphone, so and because I couldn't do tests previous to the live stream because that comes from a live stream we did just this morning. Just see, like just a bit higher. The mouth is fine mostly, and the nose needs to be just a bit higher. Okay, so yeah, I think she's still cute with these proportions. We just put the nose and the mouth a bit higher, and she's still very, very cute. It's the eyes, and the super huge head. And now the profile side makes much more sense. Still, like the nose, it's a bit lower, but I think this will. It's close enough, I guess. We have to put it even lower. Technically, we should. And if you look at like Anna or Elsa, like new Disney faces, they look similar to these proportions actually. Like super low, tiny nose. So something like this. Huge eyes. Huge eyes. Huge eyes. Can I say it again? Should I say it again? Oh my god, how do those eyes look? Huge. Chun chun. Something like this? No, 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 this is not good. It's higher. Higher. Yeah, look at this. Very innocent, like face. In this case, the character really needs to look super cute because this animation, it has a story, but it's a lot about the beauty of the picture itself. Like the success of the project itself depends a lot on how beautiful everything looks at. Like I know beauty is subjective, still we'll go with customs. I'm doing fine, thank you, Mar. That's a nice smile, right? Thank you. Ackerman, I guess you'll get some time to watch Garden of Words and give us a brief idea how it was animated like 3D. I mean, I saw Garden of Words, but I saw it like years ago, and I'm pretty sure that not everything is 3D. Um, but if you have some clip that you can show me, like this clip, do you think it's 3D or not? I could maybe tell you, but still. Meows. I think I watched Garden of the Wars when it aired on TV a few years ago. Yeah, it could be. I mean, yep. It's a beautiful movie. Like visually, it's stunning. I love it. Yeah. Also, it is easy for you to adapt to the Family Guy style of animation. Actually, I think that would be even more difficult for me. I mean, because I really like the Disney animation. I pay more attention to it, but the Family Guy style is so simplified, but still like how they interpret, how they communicate reality is something I never like paid a lot of attention to. So, for example, like the hands movement, like what to animate and what not to, it's such a level of simplification that if you don't pay attention to, I don't know, I would have to study it more. Like same as with animation, like how they, for example, they decide not to move the chin and they just move the mouth, like for certain animations and things like that, like those types of decisions, like do Family Guy like move the chin, but then they wouldn't move like a turnaround, they would just move the character. I don't know. Do you like 3D anime? I'm not a big fan, but I am a fan of adding different techniques. Like for example, if in 2D animation I can add some 3D that makes it look like better. For example, I don't know, I need to animate, I need to add a movement of waves on the ocean, then maybe taking the 3D approach and then redrawing on it, somehow adding textures, like if that works, like of course, yeah, sure. Okay, so we have the profile side of the face. Why is the eyebrow much higher? Oh my god, she's adorable. She's adorable. And look at the front. It's like more than half the face. You know, style thing. So yeah, the head is around here. So let's not take out her hair because it will look a lot like an alien. The super thin uh, neck. The ears are high. Usually the ears are the same side of the eye and the nose, so we're fine here. So this is the head. This is the beautiful head of the beautiful girl. And now I'm gonna add the hair. So if we look her from this side, let's just move her a bit. Let's move her. Because it will be important that she will turn the head around and we need to see her eyes in some cases. So yeah, let me make sure that, okay, so this will be in this side, but still like when we looks from the fine, she will have something like this. Right. Something like this. I'm pretty sure. The hair stops here, so actually, yeah, it gets shorter behind, right? So it will be something like this. I will not draw like especially like this final level right now. I just am making guidelines for myself for when I animate. If this was a guide for other key animators in this project, then I would have to do it much more properly if I want to get good results. Then from here we have the hair who goes to the other side. So actually, it's a mistake. Because this, we have this, right, that goes to the other side. So let's see. Something like this. Is from one side, okay? The chin is a bit too much to the front. Yeah, better like this. And from the other side, we'll have. Wait, let's make a copy. Okay. Excuse me. The other side. Looks like a classic anime, throwing the sides and so on. You know, like Cardcaptor Sakura, I think I have it. Let's put it this way. Let's put it here. Now, his hair. Charge. Oh, it's about to tell me goodbye. Maybe it will say, like, literally, the headphones speaks Japanese to my ears. It's saying "Judenshi kudasai," and every time I turn it off, because it doesn't have like writing or anything, and it's like this Bluetooth thing, it's telling me sayonara. So most likely I'll get a sayonara soon, and I should check the check more often in case it doesn't advise me. Looking nice, thank you. I wish I could show you the clip here. Maybe you can send me the link with the exact seconds, like on Instagram or something. You can reach me somewhere, I'm sure. Ramon says, Mara, all your drawings are very adorable. Thank you. The scene, the flying bird around the city, the part was like in 3D. I don't remember enough to know like only with that, but I have an idea of which scene could be 3D. Which where you see the park and the tower of Docomo. I mean, I've been in the area, by the way. I've been in the garden of many times in the place where the film is based on. It's in Shinjuku, actually. Every anime character looks like me in a week. Well, since you're actually Japanese, that makes sense. Okay, let me. In this case, we'll keep this entry-ish thing, even if technically it's here and we wouldn't see it from that side, but let's just skip it. The length of the hair should be the same, but in here we have hair that goes inside, okay? Hair that goes inside like in a clip or something. Let's make it. Then we have the hair that's from there, here it's coming. Ah, see, that's why I'm doing this work. Because this, if this makes sense, we would have here hair. Good, you'll see. We'll have to possibly move it around. Oh my god, how do I do this? That it looks pretty. I think it will be like this. We'll have the hair like here. Yeah, something like this. How do I fix the part above now? Whew! I tricked myself with this design because technically it will cover a lot of her face, but I don't want that. Let's. That's the face of me suffering. Unless we'll have wind whenever I wanna show her face better. Does it look like Sakura Card Captor? Is it just me? I'm getting a very Sakura vibe here. Ashish, hello, how are you doing? Mazel says, how do you decide on frame rate? How do you decide on aspect ratio? Aspect ratio normally comes from the client directly, that whatever they need. But normally I always do like high quality or higher, like movie-ish, like 1920 white, and then whatever I need from height. How do I set the frame rate? Normally I go for something that's always more than threes. Like so everything normally comes from the client, whatever they need, but usually I go with something like frame rate should be like 24, like around 24 frames per second. Sometimes I'm asked to do like 23.9 something, or 25 could make it work, but I'm usually try to stick around there. Like less than that, the movement doesn't look smooth at all, even if I'm repeating things anyway. Mm, yeah, so something like that. I've never been asked to work in 330, so I'm just following the industry norms, trying to keep it as good quality as I can without getting crazy. Like I see no point on animating at 30 frames per second. It's fine. Yeah, for 24 frames per second is the standard in Japan. And like there are some animes that will go at a lower frame rate, or basically they don't animate. They don't have one new drawing every frame for those 24 frames per second because they have one drawing for 3 frames and then change the drawing. Something I do as well, but then for some certain actions I will go in twos or in ones. So basically, for example, if this was animated, um, let's say I'll create a timeline, just add a timeline. Yeah, 24 frames per second. For example, this is like would be 1 second, right? So here's 1 second, 24 slots, 24 frames. So I could draw one different animation at each single one of these slots. Like we have, I don't know, let me create an animation folder. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I animate, for example, something here, let me see this, here, 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 just making the odd, like the stupidest thing. 5, 1 second, 5. Let's make more. Let's do 8 because that's what I normally do. 8, 6, wait, 6, 7. I'll do something very stupid right now. 4, 5. So as you see, this is animation. Okay, I just animated a ball that changed shapes. As you see, the first part, when you have one frame at each slot of these 24 slots in this second, it looks very smooth. But if I do it every 30s, so every 3 slots, I know it's not actually called slots, but anyway, that makes sense here. If I do like this, it still looks quite smooth, right? I mean, the animation is very old because the ball keeps changing shape and so on, but it still looks smoothly. So what I do is I do drawings in between those rates. And at some point, maybe, for example, in a previous animation I did the butterfly and animated every 2 slots, right? But the character that was in another layer, it was animated in 3s. So in the end, I need 24 frames, even if I do less drawings, because it has to overlap and make sense in itself. I hope that replies the question. Let me know otherwise. Cheese Rank Ackerman, how your animation and drawing differ Hello? Hello? Okay, the headphone just ran out of battery. You just say goodbye, and yeah, the sun just died. Let me recharge it. Do I have a cable here? No. Okay, I'll recharge it later. Either way. Put the battery on. Yeah, we were trying something new. So I don't know when exactly it stopped. Like I stopped this as soon as when this said like "Shurishimasu sayonara." It said like, okay, I'm finalizing goodbye, literally to my ear. I stopped talking, but I think my explanation of the frame rate was complete. Otherwise, just let me know. How your animation drawing... Okay, so Ackerman asks how your animation and drawing differ from Makoto Shinkai's works. Other than the style, I don't... Does he work traditional? I think he does digital animation. So it's possible he does Clip Studio? I saw some documentary of him creating a movie before, but I don't remember. What I could say is I'm pretty sure he will use more drawings per frame than I do, and he's just more knowledgeable, at least at this point. He knows better about animation than myself, but it's interesting that we're starting the same. He also worked in something different than animation, and then he overlapped creating his own animation after work, which is something I'm doing myself. I have two jobs right now. This animation stuff and another part-time job. So yeah, I don't know enough like in detail of his process to explain, but I would say he just has more steps and of course more stuff. For example, I'm creating this character, and because I'm doing the K animation, like for me just to decide more or less a sketch on how the hair would look like is fine, but that's because I will do the animation later myself, and then someone else can help in the in-betweens. But if I was about to ask someone else to do the keyframes, like the actual like drawings for the animation, I would have to explain in more detail and more like finalize the full body of the girl, like the character design. So how does she look from the side? So if 2 or 3 different persons do the animation for this girl, she doesn't just get like different body shapes or different proportions. So he adds more details to the process, so actually he can have a bigger team helping him. That'd be something other than just like more experience. For example, I haven't animated many things that he would have had animated already. He's also very good at backgrounds. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna ask Mar, how many earthquakes have you felt in Japan? I never counted, but actually that I felt a lot of them happen, but of course I don't always feel them. For example, if I'm on a train and it's very low, I will not feel it. If feel it, sometimes I'm asleep and they didn't wake me up, but that I actually felt, I don't know, maybe between 10 and 20 at most, I'd say. Myself, I say, oh, I still animate, but yes, it's not as smooth. Yeah, exactly. So with the animation thing I just created here, you can still see the illusion of animation as long as it's in 3s, but it's somehow a bit less smooth, right? So you still you still see the the ball moving, but if I did like even this, at some point you see that it's just like stiff images. Like if you have like these big gaps, it doesn't feel like smooth anymore. So 3s is like my minimum, and then you can go even shorter if you want something more smooth, or it needs a specific in between. I'm back. Yeah. Okay, so I think I replied to everything. I need to solve the hair of this lady. So I think I know how I will... Blah! Just almost killed my mouse. Did I just move something in the tool set? Hopefully not. So yeah, this is hair that goes to the front. this hair that comes from here, basically. Okay. Which means that this side we have to take out from here. Okay, so this is more like this. This actually comes more from here. So I need to focus on advance a bit. I'm super happy to have questions, let's be honest. Just need to focus a bit too. From time to time, you know, I'm still working. Yeah, so see, like, thanks to this, I'm trying to understand how the hair works. I see how to make this happen. Okay, that's the girl. We finish her. I'll let her like this. Let me put the color on. I'm leaving a bit of the sketch inside, so that helps me later as well, even if it's not actually the final thing we'll see. And we'll move her a bit to the side, because now we'll work in this guy, which has sticks instead of legs. I wrote Shinkai's books before. I'm not a fan of his drawing, but the books should be useful to learn his style. Yeah, actually I want more art books myself from other animators. Like, I admire not only Shinkai's, but yeah, because I'm trying not to stack too much stuff in my home. I'm waiting to have like a specific, like, this is my studio, and ideally, because the team is international, I always had this picture of having an office studio with people on the team and have many art books from everyone, so we can actually check for references, and not just art books, but actually yeah, like about the forest, like references from animation, storyboards from actually like feature film and so on, like have a library. But then what happens is that, yeah, we're missing, like right now everything's digital, so I'm still debating on how to invest in this collection. Like, I have a lot of art books and art references and stuff like that in my house in Spain, I mean in my mom's house, and I cannot use it. And I have some references here that maybe I'm not using as much. So, like, I have a whole storyboard here, summer board storyboard, books about like animation references, books about how to make After Effects work. I do have stuff here, but yeah, I haven't solved how will I deal with it in time and in an efficient way. Don't skill left day. I'm just setting the proportions. Yeah, so first of all, I don't think he's balanced. He's falling. That's one thing. So let me... What a mess is this? Okay. This guy. This guy's like, you know. No, I just hurt my neck now. Almost hurt my neck. So let's fix the pose a bit. So most likely this will be short, a bit more like here. I think this leg, so this leg makes sense, this one should be even more open. Something like here. I keep making sticks, just bear with me, okay, for a bit. Yeah, I think that will make more sense. Now we will hit with her hands. I think he'll just do nothing. We'll just have like... Or maybe like this. just for most interest. Because he does martial arts. Well, it depends on the collaboration. No, actually no, it said that he does martial arts. So he could just be bragging a bit about it. Okay, so that's the body of it. Let's delete this leg. Don't skip leg day. And fix the body. Now we can start with a bit more detail. However, before we go with more detail, I also want to fix the face to the front. Okay, I want to see him looking from the front. So let's work on that. Because I want to set this this hair, the fringe. So let's do as we did with the girl. Set some. This is the head, the actual head, not just the hair top. Just draw on it. Something like this. Face will be even slimmer than hers. Like, it's quite a long face, this guy. Something like this. I used to have some art books, Picasso, Matisse, Cézanne. Yeah, like when I say art books, I don't refer only to anime. As I was saying, it can be like from paintings. It could be from real life movies, like live action movies. Sorry, not real life. Aren't they all in the real life? Okay, so that would be a bit of his actual face. Okay, I'm just more or less, okay? No, I don't want to fight with proportions for another hour. I'm just like, sort of doing the face, which will be something like this. Looks quite handsome to me. Most likely it's not very symmetrical. It's not symmetrical at all. Like now I'm looking at it at another screen because I see a bit of what you're seeing as well, and oh my god. Wait, it isn't playing. Hasn't been playing in a while. Okay. I'll refresh one window, but it should not affect you guys. Anyway. That's more or less how his face will look like. Yeah, this side is wider. Yeah, that's more like it. So quite a long face guy. But still quite nice. It looks cool. Okay, and now set to one line. Oops. It's because I'm not in the... Yeah. Sorry for the silence, I got a bit focused on what am I doing. So what do you explain me, by the way? How's it going this week for you? Like you, anyone who's listening in the chat. Well, I went from doing a little bit of an oiling painting to trying to animate things. Some of the stuff I learned carries over, yeah? Yeah, like fundamentals, like perspective, it applies in anywhere, for example. like that. For color theory, it's not like the technique is different, but the what you communicate and the reality you base it from usually doesn't change. So see, I know this is wrong because look at this space and look at this old space. Still, something like this. I'm not fighting with perfect proportions right now. I keep saying it to force myself to not get stuck in proportions for him. What I want to decide is his hair. How will the hair look like from the front? I need to know that before I start inking him this time. Whatever. This guy, okay. So it's the guy's face, more or less. So the hair, how does the hair look like? I only drawn suns and hearts. That's cute. That's nice. No one in these live streams needs to be an expert in drawing. Please take out that idea from your head. Just enjoy what I'm doing. It's already fine. By the way, it's not in the right. No, okay. So it has like a longer hair, this one. I think I'll just keep it like very simple for him. Just flocks of hair. Okay. Classic. Okay. I'll go out for a moment. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Please feel free to keep chatting and so on. And I'll take a mini break. Have almost no water. Be back. Sorry, you don't need to hear me eating chocolate. Okay. I really want to add more detail to the girl, but I can't if I want to finish the animation. Okay. Delete this? No, delete. 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 Save. Let's save in save as 3. Just to have more backups. Now it's time to do the legs. Don't skip the legs, they say, and the arms and everything. I'm a bit lazy to do that because I know I'll have to like redraw again better for the actual animation, and I know that this character references is mostly just for me. But let's try to still give it a bit of time. And it's because I'm using proportions from like shoujo anime that legs are long, so the arms will also be like longer than it should be, like a monkey. Hold on, we came all from monkeys. Something like this. So this thing, you can sense how lazy I am about this. Not just lazy, it's so efficient. I'll have to draw him later anyway, so as long as you just said like how thick the legs are, for example, and then put the clothes on him, that should be enough. It really should be enough, actually. Okay, so by the way, for new people, hello, my name's Mar, and I am well, I just founded an animation studio in Tokyo. I'm from Spain. I am from Spain, but I've been living in Tokyo for 6 years, and right now, like this year, we just founded this animation and comic studio. And I've been doing comic from quite before. And I'm designing the characters for the third like collaboration project for this year. We'll have characters that are like very like Japanese style. School girl, school boy, well, let's be like high school student, female and male. And I'm just making sure especially that they look very, very handsome and pretty, because for this project we really need to make a huge effort in beauty and visual. Like, I know, yeah, beauty is subjective, but I'll make it especially beautiful, at least for myself, for myself and the client, like, or collaborator, that you can find their link in the description of this video, because it's a project it's based like in a music video, that's based on attracting people's attention on, well, I will not explain, a lot of the project yet. I will just keep it a bit secret so far. But basically, in this case, even more than the story is always important, but I have to make an extra effort on the physical attractiveness of these guys. So this is more like how it will actually look like. What am I doing? Come on, man. You can do better than this. Chun chun chun. Let me check the chat. They're talking about sisters. Embrace monkey. It sounds very philosophical. But yeah, we do came from monkeys, so right? That's more like it. This feet goes to the front. That's why it looks small. I mean, if you look at my references, you'd be like, oh, this dude has an actual body. It looks so skinny and thin and stuff right now, but the reference was like, ooh. Okay, just look for Arima from Carecano. That was my reference for the body and proportions. He has more shape. I promise, he has more shape. Okay, so that should be more or less body for the guy. No, still not. Give me a bit of patience. I will be fighting these legs for a bit. God with us the legs. Yeah, it has no equilibrium. Ah, yes. Now. We're getting there. Yes. And now, a bit wider. Yeah. We got there. Yeah, it looks like I'm like scratching my back and finding a point or something. Like massage. I'm skinny, but my legs are much shorter. I mean, it's the proportions of anime style. Mine are also much shorter, especially when I was her age. Man with a monkey. This guy. Yeah. Actually, I have to higher this area up. The pelvis area, okay. Okay, whatever. I still have issues sometimes in drawing certain parts because it gets awkward sometimes when I just observe that area in real life, you know. Could be impolite. Even if you're literally just trying to like, how the hell do I draw this? How does it move when it's sitting? How does it move? How does it... whatever. We're not having this conversation. Maybe you don't even know what I was talking about because I was too cryptic. Do you know a trick? The legs, like the muscle in the leg, and then the bones in like these two bones in the feet, like we're looking at the leg from the front. It's an angry face. This bone is always above, this one is a bit lower. This curve is always lower, and this is higher, so if you do it with the other side, it gets to an angry face. That's how I always remember how to draw legs. I saw it in a tutorial, I think maybe on Pinterest some time ago. I still do it that way and it still looks cool. I love you guys in the chat. Okay, so I'm feeling so much better about these legs. And I'm gonna draw the guy now. With the clothes and such. So, sorry, as I did before, I'll start with actually inking the face. Then I'll continue with adding the uniform, designing the uniform. That's how I did before. And I need to simplify, very important, otherwise the animators will not sleep, and we value health in this studio, okay? We try to find a good balance of beauty, meeting the deadlines, and health. So we have this like longer hair. Hope you cannot hear my neighbor. I think the microphone is not like loud enough. We finally have neighbors. We used to just say like, oh my god, they're never ending those construction, but now we do have someone there. And they usually do laundry at the same time, which is actually very close to this time. But I don't think you can hear that. It's like all these lines, I'm skipping them. Man monkeys in the chat. Nothing's happening. But you can comment also monkeys in the video, and then until people reach this point of the live stream, they will not know what's going on. Just an idea. Just sending comments. By the way, thank you so much for the people who's liking, clicking on the like button in YouTube. It helps. It does help. And commenting and making questions in the chat. It makes me come back. It just made me come back. Just saying though, I promised to myself I'll be doing live streams. I'll be trying doing live streams for this year, but I also need to make sure that they make sense financially. So by the end of the year, I'll decide if we have enough donations and such to actually keep going. So if you ever considered supporting financially, don't keep it quiet if you want this to continue. You can, to actually help financially, you just need to follow the links in the description, about Patreon, or the link about PayPal, the links about PayPal. Which reminds me, I need to check my Gmail from time to time, because there's one that doesn't give me an update at the moment. Okay, so everything's fine. Yeah, we had 1 subscriber today. We had a notification. That's good. Welcome back. Welcome in. And no special financial support so far today. Install like goes up. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Right. There's a couple, 2 more likes. Thank you. Thank you so much to the new ones who actually put it in. My god. I was honestly just showing gratitude for the ones that were already there. He's nice. Isn't he handsome? He's so cute. Oh my god. I like drawing things that I like. And this guy is a like. And wait, actually, his body type is, in the previous project, we had a guy as well. He has quite visible muscles and body structure, let's say that. But for this one, he's a bit more skinny. Still, I think this body really looks similar to my husband, so if he keeps being as nice as he usually is, then I'll get good references. I just need to film him for a moment, and then I get the best animation references. Right, I love him, and he's so kind to let me borrow him. Okay, can I get you 10 minutes to this and that, and put the hand like this, and I used to doing videos like this, how the hell does this hand work, and things like that. So yeah, I love my husband. And just for that, for many reasons, obviously. Nice. Okay. This guy, yeah, this guy is looking good. I need to simplify those eyebrows. And it is the trickiest moment where if I do a mistake, we will not sleep in the next weeks, because it will be too complicated. So let's simplify. Okay. There's nothing. Yes, meows. Couples in Mexico tend to have big families. Yeah, it's true. In Japan, families are quite smaller, more not break up, but more separated. They don't gather as in, let's say, Spain and Mexico, from in general. At least public toilets are clean in Japan. Oh my god, that's one of the things I more appreciate in Japan. You can go out around and trust that there will most likely be some public toilet. Worst case, you get a convenience store, and it will be decent, clean, hygienic. You will even have toilet paper. Wow. If you go to a restaurant in Spain, you cannot even expect that. A restaurant, not even talking about public, you may go to a restaurant and doesn't look and toilet paper, why people will steal it. Not talking about everywhere, but that's something you can expect. I mean, one of the bigger shocks of somebody in my family when they visited Spain the first time, like from Japan to Spain. Wait. I couldn't sneeze properly because I was trying to take out the mic. I broke. I don't know if you actually heard it or not. Okay. So, yeah, so I was telling the story of someone in my family that went from Japan to Spain for the first time, and they were amazed that we went to a official like government building, and you know, like the toilet like thing that normally has a cover, the lid, I think it's called the lid, the cover was not there. It had like no cover, it was like taking out, and the door didn't have a lock. Not only didn't have a lock, but because it had a lock previously, it had a hole, so you can actually like sort of close and hope it will not open with wind or something like that, and then everyone will see you doing things, you know. Only did it have toilet paper? No, it didn't have toilet paper. I think I brought my tissues, and then the person also went to that same one and was like, how on earth, like, is this a civilized country? And yes, they technically is, but we don't have the same facilities, like the same level in the facilities, level of hygiene. Forgot one line, important line actually. This one brings so much more depth. Okay, so here's the guy. Oh my god, he's so cute. And don't they look awesome? They look fabulous together, you'll see. Fabulous. Will we have... Yeah, I think they look better with nose trail. But this looks less anime. So I think the nose is very low. No, it's fine for now. Let's design the clothes. Okay, so as I did with the girl, I added a lot of folds on the cloth first, and then that helped me simplify the actual drawing. So don't mind, it will not look exactly like this. Okay, so trousers are quite low. Which type of uniform will he wear? Will he wear a belt? Nah, no belt. Do your school uniform guys wear a belt? I know that. I don't think it's mandatory. Depends on the high school though. But so whatever. Then I always struggle in this part. I'm sorry, you'll see me struggle right now. No filters. This is how I do it. Because like this is a pressure point. Here's another one. Is another one, like the hips pressure points. There's another part with a pressure point because there is the knee. So the trousers pressure like have folds here. So it's from here. Usually has a fold here. Goes down, then usually it's not the exact size, so we have this here, you know, thing like this. Also we have the line in the middle. There's the ones that go with line. Maybe they're too long. These trousers are too long. Normally they're not that long. This should fit better the character. It's like a butt suit. It's not that cheap. Come on. But it is true that it should still have pressure points. Like that I'm adding extra point, like extra folds doesn't mean that I change the length of the cloth, right? Also not too tight to the leg, normally they're more like square than big. So actually, let me add this a bit more to the outside. And then usually this will go more straight. I'm struggling here a bit. And yeah, reality, no filter, that's how I do animation. I do my best. Character design. How long have we been? Oh, we've been like 1 hour and 20 minutes already streaming. This will be a long one. The tomato. Well, you failed to turn it off. Yeah, I see. I see a message that went out. Yes, I wouldn't survive in Spain. You would be very shocked. You survive, but you would be like, no, where did I go? Like, then the food, the people, there's many things that make it worth it. But yeah, you'll get an experience. I couldn't take the heat. Well, the heat in Spain, if you go to the south, it's very terrible. You could get into 40 or 44 degrees. If you go to Barcelona, it doesn't get that bad. Tomato Festival seems interesting though. I haven't been there, but it looks very red. I'll say that. Okay, so what do we have for this boy? Will he have the shirt over trousers? Oh my god, he looks so sexy like this. I like it. But will we have the shirt above trousers or below? And by the way, I'm pretty sure that official trousers would go a bit more up. And not that low. Whatever. Okay, shirt time. Let's go orange now. It will be a bit open, I decided before. So because the shirt is open, maybe the shirt will actually go inside. Well, it looks very much like a salaryman. Or the shirt will be up from the outside. Meows, I need your help. Is it okay for high school boys to have the shirt outside? I'm allergic to tomato, then don't go there. The zone is any tips for practicing animation timing? Oh, that's your own practice. That's really like animating and moving things around the thing. Move things on your own. That's how I learned. Like, try to imagine the situation, stopwatch it. Like, you have like a stopwatch. Like, you can do it with a computer or phone or anything. Normally do it with a phone. You imagine the situation and stop and say, okay, this should be 3 seconds. Then you try doing sketches of the skin animation in these 3 seconds, and then you play it and you get the feeling of it. The problem is that with the more time it happens, the more you get used to seeing the animation. It's not your first time anymore. But by experience, most people do things too slow. So normally animation has a tendency to be slow, so if it feels too fast, usually it's wrong. It's actually going well. Like, people is very fast to catch what's going on in a scene, especially after you paint it and so on. So I guess that's my advice for timing for animation. Practice it, of course, imagine, try it, and believe that usually people catch things quite quickly, especially once it's painted and well done and finished. So don't worry if it feels like the animation is too slow, because when it's too slow, actually slow, it just kills the effect of the action in the story. Actually showing it to other people also helps, of course. Trying to think of like pressure points for the shirt so it looks better. Took the shirt in, yeah, sort of only the teacher finds, so technically it shouldn't be off, I'd say. It shouldn't flare, it should flare out a little bit, just like that, okay. Yeah, okay, then the shirt will go in. Yay. I mean, technically, of course, like skirts shouldn't be that short unless the girls like actually fold it in the area of the waist, then put it down when they go to school, and then when they're in the train they put it in again. Like, that's some tricks that they do, but I'll keep it a bit traditional for the sake of making it more clear an environment. Thank you, Meows, and thank you, Muzzle Flash. Thank you so much for your feedback in that. Okay, so I guess that's the shirt. Maybe what I can do so it's more clear that it's a uniform is like some logo, but then yeah, hard. Or a tie. No, not a tie, it's too hot for a tie. But yeah, the logo used to tend to be in the here, but then I'll add it for her as well, right? I'm trying to simplify, so little whale. Looking good, thank you. I'm just trying to do very simple designs. Let me check out some references. Yeah, I didn't have. Looking at Karekano now. Anything in the uniform that would say like it's that school, like a logo or emblem. So it should be fine just like this. Oh, the style is good. Okay. I'm just looking at pictures like this. Simplified, but very beautifully done. Right, I wanted to do the I forgot in her this thing. You know, so it's more clearly it's a shirt. I'll add it later. Let me add it in an extra layer here. So I put it her in her later. And the guy. Yeah, the guy's fine. I think we're getting to him. He will not wear shoes because in this specific animation he isn't home. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's been an hour and a half since we've been together. You will see the final. You will see the finals in the next live stream, so don't worry about that. I just think that I should start focusing on myself, like doing it instead of just making a live stream. So I'll stop soon. What I can do that you're here with me is maybe I can get your opinion on colors. I haven't decided at all like the colors I would use for her and for him. So let me put the colors for her on and let's try a first. Let's do the first trial of him in terms of colors. Let me make these sketches to black. Like take out the color of them so we're not confused by that. Like I'll have to in him later. And then he's looking cool. Let's delete this line of it because otherwise it looks like I'm just cutting his head or something. Okay. How will he look like? Chan, chan, chan. So color test. It will be fun. Okay. By the way, if you're still thinking on helping financially, check soon because then you will get like notification and more thankfulness on the moment, on the spot. Because otherwise we'll be closing soon. How did you remove the color? Did I remove the color? It's just the transparency. In the girl now, it's here. And there's some sketches below the color. That's the way they show up when I put it down. Remove the color of this. Okay. I did Control U, which is hue, saturation, luminosity. Most likely this should be in tonal correction here. Okay. Edit tonal correction and here, and I just do the saturation on. If you put this now, it's lost, but if you put the saturation on, you'll get the color brighter. Let's say, like more saturated. And if you put it down completely, it will get to grayscale. That's how I took it out. Okay, so I hope that helps. Okay, so because he's quite darker in skin, the contrast he could be a bit like more light colored in his skin, like more pinkish, like he's more like in the golden right area, so he will bring him a bit more here, lighter skin, you know. I'll just do like this will be a test, like really a test. Okay, so still very light, very dark. Important, I'm wearing my normal glasses. I always need to check because I have the other glasses that help me especially work in the computer when my eyes are tired, and those ones have like a blue filter, and I see everything more yellow than it actually is, and that's not the best way to choose colors. I use this very often actually to like bring brightness, a bit more saturated, but actually no, I shouldn't saturate it much because she's not very saturated, so let's make it a bit more bright, a bit more pink. Okay. Again, I don't know if I said it here or not actually, but basically the colors I'm using for them may change later because I'm waiting for the background for this animation, and then I will make sure that they fit better, fit well in there. So for example, I don't know, like the skirt, it's like blue, but then if everything is very blue in the background, I want it to stand out a bit, maybe it will be like red or green or something. Okay. Hair. He will look awesome blonde, but in the end it will turn out like Wendell, my character from my comic. I know, a red hair. I haven't had a male red hair in a while. Have I? Yeah, let's go for a red hair. Just grabbing her to know like how much saturation, so I know that I will not go more saturated than this. And let's go for red. Yes, he will have a red hair. Actually, I do need a bit of more saturation if I wanted to make clear that he's red hair, otherwise it just gets brown. Okay, let's put the hair here, and then Or simply like that, like literally it's brown hair, but the shiny, it's orange. So that's how it turns into a red. Something like this. And then the dark also is the red side of dark, which will have only a few shadow, because as we say, like, we don't have many shadows. It's just to simplify. Ah, he looks cool. He's looking cool. The skin will then turn even more pink, because that's usually redheads had a very pinkish look. And even more pale. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so that's the actual pink. Oh yeah, I had a character that looked a bit like him in the past, actually. It was like orange, pure orange hair though. No, has brown hair, but the clothes were all orange. He was like a fox-ish guy. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Eyes should be green because I love how it looks like. But we could go for darker, since she has a very bright eyes. We could go for dark, more dark brown, darker brown. Could actually like reutilize colors. It's like less work even. So dark eyes with red hair. Maybe a bit olive. We can go a bit to the yellow side. That's not very dark for the eyes. Okay. Yeah, something like this. Ah, he's looking good. Having fun. I like this. Red or red brown hair. Blue eyes too, I imagine. Yeah, but I don't want it to make them look like too much of the same. That's why. Like red-ish guy, blue-ish girl. I mean, it doesn't have to be like that, but I mean, the uniform technically it will look like her. So we'll have this because they're going to the same high school. That will be clear. So that would be the trousers and the shirt. That's I cannot change that. It's decided by the story. So he will already have some look, right? And white socks. Nah, black socks. Black socks. Like gray. It's too gray, so it doesn't stand out too much. It still stands out a lot, right? Obviously. Yeah, I'm liking the colors. How do you feel about this guy? Like, how do they look together? It would be so nice to put him freckles. I mean, green eyes would look awesome. I agree. I mean, okay, let's do it. Let's do it just for the sake of fun. Green eyes, like olive. Good, beautiful green. Ah, yeah, he looks so good with green eyes. I know. Ah, I want this pair, but green eyes. Yeah. Mar, the female character looks amazing. Thank you. Oh, by the way, the eyebrows. Without the eyebrows, you get the knot effect. Okay, now it's much more. Now it looks better. The eyes. What do we do with the eyes? He's so frightened. That's like a tall, slim Ron Weasley. You know. Oh, because we're also missing the skin, the skin's shadow. Should do something, I guess. Looking good, looking good. Let's put the white of the eyes. We'll keep the same from her. Just pick it up. It's looking good. Okay. Okay, again, depending on the colors of the everything, I'll have to maybe change it, but we'll go either green, either brown. We'll decide later. Okay, so I guess we're done for the live stream itself. I need to work in a contract document, like maybe I'll finish him, but then I have to work in a document for someone in our team that may or may not be in this chat. Yeah, I'll work on that like today or tomorrow, like for sure, Friday the latest. And yeah. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I surely had fun. So see you in the next one, I'd say. Thank you so much again for your likes and your company. I really enjoy this times for live streams. I love like many questions. Up today we have new people. We have people from other times. I saw like it looks like I have 3,300 subscribers now. Wow, we're going big. We're going big. So if you're not a subscriber by the way and you want to make sure that you don't miss like next videos like these, subscribe. I mean, it's free. You'll get notified. Like you'll get a notification for sure if you ring the bell. You'll see my videos for sure if you follow me either on Patreon, like even for free, like just follow me on Patreon or during the newsletter. And otherwise just subscribe and on YouTube and hope that the algorithm will show you what I'm doing. It's all up to you. Let me see. Yeah, bye. Where are his knees? His knees are here. Wait. Here and here. That's where the knees are. Bye, so knees. So you were there. Okay. So thank you for the tutorial. Have a beautiful noon and evening. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Well, okay. So let's actually say goodbye. Okay, receive something. Okay, no, not relevant to this chat. Let me make sure that there's nothing I haven't missed from the Streamlabs thing. So we have a new subscription. Okay, it's all good. Didn't miss anything. Nice. So I'm so bad at goodbyes and so on, but let's go there. Bye everyone. Have a very nice day, noon, middle of the night, whatever the time is with you. Have a great week. As always, I'll be here again. Should be here again the next Wednesday. We always have these live streams. Sometimes I have surprise live streams in other moments depending on what I'm working on, how I'm feeling, and the internet connection. Thank you for your feedback as well for the headphones. I will make sure that next time they're charged, and we'll make another test maybe to see like more people what do they think, because this time like many people prefer the new ones, but others also like this mic, which is the webcam one, because it's quite low, but apparently it's more clear than my headphones ones. And I already invested in the extra monitor and the webcam itself, so I cannot invest right now in headphones, at least just if it's just for the live streams. I actually have another microphone I was trying to try, like this one. Like it's like an actual microphone that you would put like when you're out, like the ones that you put on you, like interview-ish, like not go out, but just interview style, but I couldn't connect it to the Streamlabs thing, my system, so we'll see. And also because I move a lot, it may not be a good idea. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. See you in the next one, and that's it. Bye.